Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Roddy. Today we are gonna be going over my new car. I just got a new car. Yes I did. So I'm gonna be taking this 2020 Genesis G70 on a road trip. I'm gonna go home, get ready, and I'm gonna head out to Georgia, then North Carolina, and then back home. So yeah, it's a triangle. So I'm gonna go to Georgia, Carolina, back home. So let's go into this video and let me show you what's going on. After going over the styling, it was very subtle. It's not out there, it's not popping, it's very subtle. And for me, I like to wear my suits, so it suits my suits. And it was one of those things where like I really like how I feel. It's very rigid as well. So let's go over the interior. The interior is very just simple, not too crazy. It's just, it really catches attention. It's not overpowering. Settled. And more settled stuff I found is like, I like that. It wasn't too dramatic, and that's the reason why I went with the Genesis. There's a lot of features on this thing that I really like. I'm going to sport mode, it's going to comfort, I could do custom, eco. It's very like, I like to play with buttons, and to see that this has that, that's the reason why I went with it as well. And it has a smart feature. I don't know what the smart feature does, but it drives smarter. The reliability. Okay, the reliability with this car versus with the Lexus, they are part right next to each other. Now, Lexus has a longer reputation. When I was shopping for this car, or for the cars, my car shopping, I was finding a lot of Lexuses in the $30,000 range. They were all high mileage. They were high mileage, 40,000 miles, 60,000 miles. And they're only a year old, and I'm like, yo, why these cars are high mileage? So I decided, like, you know what, I want something that's low mileage. Now the Quattrofolle, yes, it was more of a prestige car, and there was the only one that's actually cheaper is just the Giulia. The Giulia is the cheapest out of all the Quattrofolles, or the Giulias. And by not getting that, it's just like, why get a Giulia if it's not Quattrofolle? It doesn't make any sense. So I decided, okay, fine. I'm gonna get power, let me get power. If I'm gonna get something that's luxurious, something that can get me around town easy, the G70 sums up everybody. The G70 has the luxury of all three, the luxury look, the suit look that I like. When I saw that it had all the features as well, and it was the lowest mileage to price. When I say lowest mileage to price, meaning that this one had 12,000 miles on it, and it was the same price as all three cars. So I was like, well, am I paying for mileage, or am I gonna pay for styling? And that's where I went to say I'm gonna be paying for mileage. So the mileage on this was 12,000 miles, and the other ones had 50,000 miles, 40,000 miles. And I was like, I'm gonna go with the mileage, because you shouldn't be sleeping on Genesis, because Genesis is really plush. I would say they're really plush. Everybody usually goes for the BMW, the Audis, the Mercedes, and the Cadillacs. Like, that's what people go for luxury. At the end of the day, like, yeah, you go for those cars, but here's Genesis, like, right there, sitting, being humble, and like, hey, once you see me, you can't take your eyes off of me. And to be honest, it is really right there with those guys. The price is right. They hold their value a bit better than an actual Audi. I would say this car started out at $44,000, and in 3 years, I would say you still could get it for 35. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. With the mileage that it carries right now, I would say, in trading this in the next 2 or 3 years, or maybe in the next year, if I decide like I'm gonna get something else, I will be probably trading it for the same amount of money that I got it for. So I would be technically driving this car for free if I was to go that route. It has 12,000 miles on it. Is it a car to go for? I say so. The styling is great, everything is good about it, and let's go over some of the gadgets and some of the things here. So this here, I have a full park assist bird eye view with this car. Like you could see right around the car. If you could put the car in drive and say you want to pull forward, you can pull forward and see where the wheels are going to be landed. And if you want to go reverse, you can put the car in reverse as well and see where the back wheels are going to be as well. You have a full view of the car at all times at the touch of a button. Even here, you can see where the back wheels and the front wheels are going to be lining up if you are making a right or left turn. Here, you got a heated steering wheel as well. Now we have heated and cooled seats and full climate control. Now mine has a standard USB and aux cord and a charging pad where I could also charge my phone along with a 12-volt outlet. No need to be fighting with my passenger for charging wire. To put it into park, you just press a button. I was never a fan of this type of shifter, but you know, it's something to get used to now. You got your drive mode switch. On this pad here, you have your parking holding button, your camera button, and your start-stop button. Now we're just gonna check out the details of design. It just has so much stuff going on, but yet so subtle. I just love the diamond stitch. You just fall right in love with it. Just check out the details. You're looking at luxury brand details like Bentley, Rolls-Royce, maybe Cadillac if anything, but at the same time, like, the details are just so perfect. Now imagine in the winter times, everybody in the front have their warm seat, but guess what, everyone in the backs have their warm seat as well for the bums. For me, I just love the fit and finish of this car. Like, everything was well thought of. Like, look at this right here. You got the buttons on the passenger seat just in case they were falling asleep. You could actually just move their seat back or forth to help them if they're snoring. And here's the button for the heated seats. So these are your standard buttons for your sunroof and your lights. And I want to say this really has a really large moonroof for a sedan. The whole top of the car is glass, so you just have to be mindful of resting stuff on top of it. Look at this thing. This thing is massive. And it does come with Genesis Assist, so if you're in emergency, you broke down the side of the road, you can actually contact Genesis and they will send out a tow truck for you, and also an SOS if there's an accident or anything that goes on in emergency on the road. As I'm going over some of the gadgets and as I'm driving this car, the sensitivity is crazy. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait, let it rain for a little bit, you know, put the rain automatic auto sensor thing go on, and like I'm just putting all these features on, and to be honest, every feature on this car is sensitive, like to the touch. Economy car as it is, it's very sensitive. Like when I was playing with the gear, the paddle shifters and shifting the gears, like it is very sensitive. Check this out. Right now I'm in second gear, of course, but if I'm driving, I could switch into sport mode just by tapping the paddles at any time. Not only that, if I'm driving, it stays in sport mode, and it's up to me to shift down on the lever, and by doing that, it goes back to drive. So imagine driving and you just feel bored and you drive behind somebody and you're bored, just go ahead and shift down. Shift down and go, and when you're done, back to drive, and you're good to go again. And it does it in every mode. It could be in economy mode, it could be in smart, sport, or comfort. Just all you gotta do is press it and it just shifts, and the response is like really crazy. I'm heading up to Georgia, and yes, I own this car for 3 days and I'm already taking it on a road trip. Why not? I am just gonna basically just take this car on a road trip right away, get it out of the air, and enjoy it. Because that's what you do. You buy a car, you don't buy it to park in a garage. You buy it to drive the living crap out of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive the crap out of this car for the weekend, and then I can relax, get a service on it, and I'll be good to go. This is a 2.0 T single turbo, and for a small engine, for every mechanic, it's a dream. Look up how much space do you have to work on this engine. You don't have to remove the engine to do any work. Like, you could work right around it with no headache. Like, look at all that space. You could put a bag down there if you really wanted to, smuggle it across the street. I don't know why you want to do that, but yeah. It is just crazy that there's so much space in this engine that you could just work on it. And again, it is so simple. Everything is just so simple and easy to reach. I really wish some American manufacturers would go back to simplicity like this. Got 225/40 in the front and 255/35 in the rear 19s. Only downside to this car is a single side exhaust. You have a lot of trunk space, I'll tell you that. Now right here in this driver window, let me pause it right here. You see that gradient? That gradient right there actually helps with a car that's behind you. If their beams are hitting the mirror, it like blocks out the beam. It is crazy. See that? Right there. This is the best I could do with the camera so you can see it. So the highway is coming up, so I'm gonna go into sport mode, and I'm gonna go on the ramp right here, and I like to merge with traffic at a good speed. So oh man, come on Missy, get out of my way. Oh my gosh. Alright. Just oh boy. Let me do this. So in the in the gas pedal, there's a double click in the gas pedal. I'm just gonna press that. Woo! Oh, got a tire. I am in love, bro. All right. I would say, so what I think have happened is because I drove the Lexus for 3 years, and now I got into this, it just feels refreshing. And I think that's what kind of really happened. It's just like, okay, I'm tired of the Lexus badge in front of me, and now I have this Genesis badge, and I think that's really what happened, why I got this car. But to be honest, it is very, very nice, and I hope that, you know, you guys like this video. Like and share, subscribe, come on man, and let's get to our destination. I will be making another video on this car, living with it, because there's so much more I learned about this car while driving it and living with it. Also with some special features that I found with the car. So now I have the, I set it back. Alright, so right now I have it set back to eco mode, and I wanted to see what the cruise control does. So let's go cruise control on. I am currently at, what is this, 84 miles an hour. Let's set you at 84. Okay, set at 84. Okay, set. Again, I'm going to do a descendant. And it should let me foot off the brake. 84, it goes. Oh, foot off the gas, and there it goes. 84, and it could always go up. doing everything. Like, I'm self-driving. Come on, Tesla. This is not even a Tesla. Look at that. Okay, I'll hold the steering wheel. But anyways, like, it's self-driving. Hold the steering wheel for a second. And that's why, like, yo, I like this car, man. And it's doing this thing, look at that. I like it. All I gotta do is just basically rest my hand on the steering wheel to give it a little bit of a nudge. And I don't think I'm speeding because look at that. Alright. I'm driving slow right now. I like this a lot. I'm in love. Welcome to Georgia.
Hazard reported ahead on I-75 north in half a mile. You're still on the fastest route.
Hey, Panda. Hey. Back. Hey. Up here. Up here. On my leg. On my leg. On my leg. What happened? See your mommy over there taking up rocks? She's over there taking up rocks? Huh? Hey, no kissy. Ah! Alright.